What's up, guys? Give me a sec. Trying to get shit set up here. Yo. All right. I just got home, so I literally had to run down here to get shit set up. So, hopefully, and my equipment, my fabulous equipment. Yeah, bro, I barely survived camping. Barely. All right. I'll talk to you guys about that in a second, though. Let me get everything on.
Five signs you're too nice. One.
Shit. Okay, done. This thing's messed up too, bro. All right. Jesus. All right. A couple things we're going to talk about. Kansas State, Google, Saugus wings, dude. Bomb. Brady, camping. That's the stuff we're going to cover. I'm going to get this thing started in just a second. I just got to kind of twist the screens here. This thing's going to fall, dude. I just got home. So now everything's messed up. And I can't get it. You know what? Fuck it. We'll do it live, right? Fuck it. Thank you so much for joining Spazzing Out. This is my podcast. I am Anthony Pazziali, Spaz. Call me Spaz because I'm passionate. I yell, I scream, and I care about the things that I care about. Get that? I care big time about the things that I care about. I'm trying, I do a live, while I do my podcast, I do a live feed. And I'm trying to set up the live feed properly as well as the podcast at the same time. I just got home from camping. Literally. Well, I mean, not literally. I got home and I've been unpacking for a little while. I got absolutely rained on. So I'm not really prepared for today's program, but whatever. Here I am doing the program. Personal note, the programming. We have a programming note. No effing way in hell. Once the podcast makes it, you have to work somewhere for a while before you can take time off. You have to have work. You can't just take time off when you started working somewhere. Once the podcast is established, and we're a couple of months into it, I would say a year from now or maybe 2. Once that happens, bro, no way. Books look good. Why, you guys see the books? Should I move the books? Apparently, someone says the books look good. No way in hell will I do the podcast. What's up, my man on TikTok? No way in hell will I do the podcast on while I'm camping, like at a campsite or the day I get home from the campsite. Absolutely not. I'll take the time off when I take the time off, but I can't take it off yet because I haven't earned the time off yet. All right, you guys are seeing a book. I got to move the book. Hold on. All right, everybody is saying they see a book. Othello, one of my favorite books. Really good. Zealot was a really good book about Jesus. Moving it. Now I have other things. Hold on, this is just going to be an absolute nightmare for me to set everything up. How's that? Does that work better? Can you guys see me now? Is that any better? Huh? Is that kid said I'm a fart. All right. I'm gonna roll with it, man. My iPad's a little messed up. I just got home from camping. I won't be taking time off, but I'm saying you before you can actually, maybe that's better. Before you can actually take time off, you have to have worked somewhere for a while. And I just started the podcast, so I don't think it's the right thing to do to take time off, which is why I broadcasted from the I did the podcast from the river. I was at Ossipee, I was at Wits End, which is why I'm doing the podcast right now. I don't want to be doing it because I'm not ready for it. I'm not prepared for it. Kid is a straight mutant, and I messed up my iPad. My iPad, the closey thing is broke, so that's what I usually use to hold my iPad. My other iPad, which is my daughter's iPad, is right here. It looks like it's going good. I don't know if we're actually recording on here, but I would say this. Couple of things that need to get discussed about camping. Pop-up tent, bro. If you're going camping, you need a pop-up tent. Don't get a tent that you got to put together. And don't give me the crap like, oh, I need space to stand up. F standing up inside your tent. You need something that just you throw out, it pops out, you put 3, 4, 5 stakes in it, however many stakes, boom, you're done. Plain and simple. Or get your ass a camper, but I can't see a camper being that easy either because you got to tow it, you got to back it in, and you got to do all that crap. Camping is somewhat fun. My kids had a great time. Mosquitoes weren't bad, so mosquitoes weren't a problem. The river was awesome. I got to float down. I don't know the name of the river, but I got to float down the river at Wits End. It's right by that Yankee Smokehouse place on Route 16 up in New Hampshire. River was great. Pool was great. My little man Narium was macking the chicks all weekend long.
I can hear you.
He can hear me. He was, Bud, you want to tell him about your macking or what?
You want me to tell him how many times I hit you?
Yeah, he got all upset. So, good time was had. Things that I learned about camping, make sure you have the right size sleeping bag. Although I am short, the sleeping bag I had didn't really cover, it only went from like chest to knees, and it got cold one of the nights and I was freezing, but I'm not one to complain or say anything to anybody else. Because Kaylee had said to me, you sure that the kid's having a stroke. Are you sure the sleeping bag that you're bringing is fine? And I was like, yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? What do I need? What do I care? As long as I got something, I don't care. Well, it wasn't fine. And the one night where I froze my nuts off and I didn't say anything, which sucked, but that's okay. Still had a good time. Breaking down sucked. It started down. So it didn't rain Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. It started raining right around the time we were breaking down, and it was downpouring. So that sucked. And everything got soaked, and then everything was rain. It was raining here when I got home, so I was still getting wet. So now I have to wait for a day that doesn't have any rain, and I got to bring all that crap out so it doesn't get mildewy and smelly and disgusting and gross. But Box Spring Wood, bomb. I did learn a little bit about my venture with Box Spring Wood. The problem with it is the wood is too dry, and it sparks. I mean, a lot. It sparks a lot, and we burnt the chair because it sparks so much. So we're all sitting by the fire, and the box spring wood's going, and it's sparking, shooting off little, like, I don't know, little blazers. I don't know what the hell you would call them. So they caught onto a chair. That chair's dust. Thing lit up, gone. Bye. So box spring wood is good to start a fire, not good for burning the entire time. I did burn the first The whole first day, I burnt the box spring wood. Second day, because I wanted to, I was taking notes on how it burns, how hot. It burns hot, bro. It hurt. Yeah, it is like little bottle rockets. It burns hot. Box spring wood burns really hot. Burns great. It'll start a fire, no problem. But burning it the entire night ain't good. Oh, it's because it's pine wood. All right, I don't know much about wood, but someone's Richie Rodriguez is saying it's because it's pine wood. Whatever the case, it's great to get the fire going. Not great for the whole entire night, but it did the job the first night. And then after that, we got a little bit of wood from the river. Got a little bit of wood from the woods. Trying to test out different types of wood to see how it burns. It's pretty cool. Hot dogs, burgers. You guys know that. Eggs in the morning. Straight up, I love eggs. 4 eggs over hot. I take the yolk out of them. I eat them like egg yolks. Bomb. Trying to think what else was pretty cool. Oh, I played. I've never played this before. I played beer pong with buckets, like big like 5-gallon buckets, and you set them up on a field. So you have 5-gallon buckets, and you use a softball instead of a ping pong. That was pretty cool. I did drink an awful lot. I drank a whole bottle of Captain Morgan's black rum and a whole bottle of Bully Boy rum. So 2 bottles to my dome, which the first night I was absolutely smashed. Second night I paced myself. Last night I didn't drink that much. I was dying. Absolutely dead. But in general, camping, a lot of fun. Kids had a great time. I think this is the most amount of time my son spent outside since he's been born. In all 12 years, if you took all the 12 years he's been alive and added up how long he's been outside, the past 3 days would beat how much time he's actually been outside in the past 12 years. It was fantastic to see him having a good time, up early, playing with the kids, at the pool all day long, on the river all day long. At night, they're playing flashlight tag or grabbing ass. I don't know what they were playing. But it was great to see. Big problem with campsites, not enough places to go to the bathroom. So if you could pee outside, no problem. But if you got to drop a doo, not enough places to go. They had a couple of porta potties, always full, or you had to go up to the bathroom at the rec center. The problem with going up there is everybody can hear you dropping a bomb. I was dropping one, and I thought that it was an appropriate time to do it at like 8 in the morning. I thought that it'd be less collateral damage, meaning people out there smirking. But I was dropping a big bomb, and the girls in the ladies' room could hear. A couple of girls smirked and said, "Oh my God, I think he's killing somebody." And I was laughing. They were younger girls. I kind of thought it was funny, but I can't explain the campsite. You walk into the building, and then on the left side is the ladies' room, on the right side is the men's room, but they don't have doors. Right? Like you can actually see in, but you can't see where the bathrooms and the showers are. There's like a waiting room type thing, but there's no actual door, right? When you're dropping, you need a buffer. You need a sound buffer. You guys agree with me on this? You need a sound buffer. It's almost like when you go to like a Target and you have to drop heat, and you can see everybody's legs, and you can actually, it's the worst, man. You can see somebody. Remember, like when you go into the bathroom and someone's dropping it, and you can see him through the crack, and you act like you didn't see him, but you clearly made eye contact with him, his fur, and everything. Like, boom, he saw you, he looked away, you looked away, you act like nothing happened, and you bounced out. That's kind of like what this is like. There's no sound barrier. There's no, like you can't rip, because if you do, everybody's going to know you did. The bears, the squirrels, the people upstairs, they're all going to know on the campsite. And then everybody on the campsite is going to talk about it, be like, "Oh, there's the guy that dropped the big bomb up there." So that's a problem. No decent place to go to the bathroom in peace. And no decent place to go to the bathroom and just chill. I like to go to the bathroom. Easily, I'll sit. I'm in the bathroom. I'm done. Maybe a minute in. I could be in there in and out in like a minute. But I like to sit there. I get on TikTok. I check my Twitter. I check my Instagram. Maybe I read a story. Half hour goes by. My legs are mad numb. You get up. You fall. You can't even walk. You're like, oh. But you've been done for like an hour and a half. So you can't do that when you're camping. And you got to go on your choices are porta potty, the woods or up top at the rec hall. So you guys know what I'm talking about. That's the downside of camping. And if you have a camper, you can't do number 2 in the camper. That's a no-no. Let me end that right here, right now. Absolutely, you cannot do number 2 on the camper unless, I would say this, unless you own the camper. If you're the owner of the camper, fine. You pay cash money for it. You're going to be the one cleaning it. Go for it. If you do not own the camper, you cannot go number 2 on somebody else's camper. So if you're a guest on a campsite and you're staying in someone's camper, you can't do number 2 on it. You could do number 1. You shouldn't even do number 1. You should go to the bathroom outside. And if you got to do number 2, you go up to the rec hall. But that's like a rule of life. If you do not own the camper, it is not your camper. You can't do number 2 on the camper. The owner won't even do number 2 on it. Trust me. I know people who own campers, unless it's an absolute emergency, like they can't make it, and they woke up in the middle of the night and boom, a hot dog they ate is attacking them, then, and even then, they might go outside. It is a huge violation to go dropping a deuce in a camper. Forget it. The whole weekend's ruined. That's all you smell. Unless you're going to change the tank immediately, like you did it and then you changed it out, absolutely disgusting. So you got to take a piss, you go outside, right? Number 1, outside. Number 2, walk your ass all the way up to the camp. I'm keeping it light. My son's behind me. Walk your butt all the way up, drop it. But it's difficult. It is. It really is. It's a pain to find a good spot to go. And the other thing is, people don't have good. All right, there's etiquette, man. When going to the bathroom in public places, there's a 5-minute rule at best. At best. You can't hog up the toilet. I like to sit on the toilet for a long time because I like to read and I like to think about my stories or whatever I'm doing. I'm just contemplating. But when here's the rule, right? Let's just talk about going to the bathroom in general. The clock ticks the second you get in. If you're taking a piss and you pee longer than 30 seconds, everybody thinks you're taking a crap. Everyone. Period. If you are in someone's house and you go into the bathroom and you're not out in 30 seconds or less, everyone thinks that you are doing number 2, and that's it. You're dropping deuce, and that's it. And you're going to have all the embarrassment of dropping deuce, even if somebody went in there before you. You know what? We should back that thing up. You go into somebody's house. The second you open the bathroom door, if it smells like the person before you dropped one, hold it. If you can hold it, meaning if you got to pee, hold the pee so that you can just walk away so that you don't get the blame for it. Or if you open the door and it smells like hell, I'll alert everyone. Immediately, you open up the door and you go, whoa, who did this? Immediately. You let everybody in the place know that wasn't you. Or the third option is you go in, you go pee, you don't care if everybody thinks that was you or not. Now, if you're in there for more than 30 seconds, yeah, someone said, oh, you're robbing the meds. Well, we'll get to that conversation. So if you're in the bathroom for more than 30 seconds, everybody thinks you're dropping a deuce. Plain and simple. Next rule is, if you have to drop, you're at someone's house, you're right, this is if you're at someone's house. You're at someone's house and you got to go to the bathroom, you got to get it done in under a minute. If you don't get it done in under a minute, it becomes grossly noticeable that you've been in the bathroom for way too long. And a minute isn't a long time, but for the people who aren't in the bathroom and you're not in the room conversating and you've disappeared for a minute, everybody is like, oh, can you believe he's in the bathroom and he's dropping one? So everybody thinks you did it. So here's the rule. You get to someone's house, you got to drop due. You got less than a minute to get it done, and you might get away undetected. People might. Now, also, big rule when dropping a shit at someone's house is put toilet paper as a liner. Bro, have a little respect. You take out a couple of squares, you cover the top of the water. Does 2 things. 1, you don't leave any relics behind, and you guys who have those nasty ass sticky poops that literally it gets stuck to the bottom of the bowl, and you flush, the toilet goes down, the poop goes down, except for a couple streaks. Nobody wants that in their bathroom. Don't do that to people. Hold on, my iPad's falling. 1 sec, everybody. Poop talk got interrupted by a falling iPad. All right, whatever. It is what it is. If it falls, it falls. So next thing, no splashing, bro. If you put a couple of pieces of toilet paper on top, you're not getting any splashback. You're not gonna get that nasty ass toilet water on your butt. You get in, you get out, flush, clean. You're on the run. No one knows the wise if you get it under in 1 minute. Literally, when I go into someone's bathroom, if I have to, let me be clear about this. I would prefer to go to the bathroom somewhere other than my house because I don't want to use my own toilet paper. Okay? If I got, like, for example, if I can hold it to get to, like, a Target or the porta potty outside or a Dunkin' Donuts or something like that, I'm game on. I'm in. Unless, I'm home and that's just how it is. But if I can do it elsewhere, I save on toilet paper. I don't have to clean the bowl after I go. I don't have to worry about, dude, at a Dunkin' Donuts, bro, I'll rip that thing apart. See ya. Target, forget it. No paper on top. Nothing like that. I'll destroy your toilet and I won't flush. Hit the Home Depot, drop it, and run. Save yourself money on all ends. But I'm just trying to give you guys etiquette. And a couple of things that you don't do. You do not do number 2 at a customer's house. So I own a business, truck removal company. Absolutely not. You do not. I don't care, bro. You do not. You gotta hold it. Bud, leave. Get in the truck. Go to Dunkin' Donuts. Go to a gas station. Come back. If you work for me and you drop deuce at somebody else's house, it should be in the handbook. It should be big letters. If you work for Take Junk and you drop a shit in a customer's house, you will be fired on the spot. It's like the worst thing you could possibly do. It's the rudest thing you can do, but there's nothing more embarrassing when you're taking junk out of somebody's house and then one of your employees comes out of the bathroom after you just dusted it, crushed it, and then the homeowner knows. Homeowner's like, oh, what is that? There's no way around it because here comes one of the employees that just dropped the deuce in your bathroom. That's like an unwritten rule, bro. You don't go in a customer's house. You just don't. You hold it. You go somewhere else. It's disgusting. All right. So now back to the campground. All you got is porta potties. And all you have, so you have like 5, 6 porta potties. And then you got 3 stalls up top. Of course, you got the woods. Here's the problem. People violate the amount of time you can sit on the toilet. When you are in a public place, 5 minutes at the most. And 5 minutes is a lot, dude. If you need to sit there for 5 minutes, you're already done, and I know you're done. Now you're just chilling. So it's like peeing at a Red Sox game or a Patriots game or a Bruins game or a concert. Bro, squeeze. You got to push that piss out and get out of my way. Everybody else has to go. Same thing at campsites. You got dudes hoarding the porta potty while you're sitting out there and you really got to go while they're just in there like, oh, and then they casually pop out. It's like, no, bro. Squeeze and go. Push and go. Push and go. All right, I think that's enough talk about poop. But let's just please reiterate. Do not go to the bathroom at a customer's house. Don't. If you got to pee, fine. There is no dropping a deuce at a customer's house. It's right up there with smoking inside somebody's house. You don't shit at a customer's house. You don't smoke at a customer's house. 2 rules. Those aren't tough rules. So please, you don't do that. When you're at a restaurant, bro, if you got to go to the bathroom at a restaurant, that's tough for me. You do this, there's food there. You're farting all over my food. That's just disgusting. Honestly, if you got to shit at a restaurant that like a high end too, like if I'm at the Capitol Grill and you go in there and drop a deuce, I'm going to be pissed. I'm about to drop $100 on a steak and I don't want fucking your poop fecal matter all over my fucking steak. Think about that. You should actually be paying so that people don't take a shit at the Capitol Grill. You should be paying so when you're at Del Frisco's that's part of it. Like you pay $100 and then it's an extra $10 to ensure that some moron didn't just drop a deuce and all his dust particles went in the air and they got all over your fucking steak on the way over. Gross. That is disgusting, man. Ugh. All right. here's some stuff that I wanted to talk about. How are we doing on time? We talked about camping. We talked about pooping. Yeah, and you know what? Another thing about pooping, bro, don't kill the toilet paper roll. If it's not your house, you don't need that much toilet paper. You don't have to pull out 5, 10, 15 rolls. Bro, a couple of squares, wipe it. Don't violate somebody's bathroom and eat up their toilet paper. Same thing at the restaurant, man. Speaking of the restaurant, you know what I do? Well, not a restaurant. In public places, I pre-pull. So, like, if there's nobody in the bathroom, I pre-pull. I get it ready. I'm like, poop, 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 done, poop, 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 done, poop, poop. Pre-pull all the time. Before I sit down, I'll have, like, a couple of, because it shouldn't take more than 1 or 2, 3 wipes, right? So I pre-pull a couple of strings, get it ready to go, sit down, poop, 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 wipe, and out under a minute. I bet you I got the record for it, bro. All right. Here's some stuff that I want to talk about. Even though I didn't really get a chance to do any reading or anything like that because I had just got home. All right, so this is Spazzing Out. I do it Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday nights at 6:30 on Facebook and on TikTok. TikTok people, follow me if you don't follow me. People on Facebook, like my Facebook page. Everybody subscribe to the podcast, please. I would appreciate it. AnthonyPazziali.com. Couple of things that I did see that I thought would be interesting to talk about. First thing, actually another personal thing. On the way home, I had never had Saugus wings. Or actually, let me state that back. I had Saugus wings maybe like 5 years ago, right? Once. I just had Saugus wings on the way home, and they might be the best chicken wing in Massachusetts. I don't know what you guys think the best place that makes the best chicken wings. And I'm talking bone-in chicken wing, not bone-out. But these are bomb. If you haven't had Saugus wings from Kowloon, however you say it, I think it's Kowloon. They're to die for, dude. They're phenomenal. I mean, I don't know if it was because I was really hungry or not, and I don't know what kind of sauce that was on them, but the sauce was delicious. The chicken was delicious. I can't think of the last time I had a chicken wing, and I was like, man, I gotta have these again. These are delicious. Honestly, I'm sitting here trying to rack my brain, like, who has the best chicken wing? Who do you guys think has the best chicken wing? We'll move on from this. Just curious. Who do you think has the best chicken wings? This place was great. Saugus wings, bomb. Absolutely bomb. All right, Brady, Rolling Stones, Tom Petty, Kent State, and Google has a phone app, the Google phone app, that is going to do something that is phenomenal that I need because I can't stand it. Let's just get to Brady first. People are pissed off with Tom Brady. People in the NFL are pissed off with Tom Brady, and people, everyday, normal people are pissed off with Brady because he's practicing every day. He's holding off-season practices with some of the players on the Bucs. And people are pissed about it because in Florida, COVID is spiking. And the NFL and the Players Association as well, the NFL being the league and the union being the Players Association, are bitching, not at Tom, but in general, they're saying, you guys shouldn't be practicing. It's a recommendation. It is not, hear me out, it is not a rule, and it is not banned. And people are pissed at Brady. And I'm on Brady's side on this. Listen, you're a grown-ass man. You get to decide whether or not you want to risk your life to be better or not. Brady could get hurt throwing a fucking football just as, or get hit by a bus. The dude could walk out of his house and get hit by a bus just as easily as he could dying of COVID. Is there a bigger chance that he might get COVID down in Florida? Maybe. A couple of guys on the team have it. He's putting himself at risk. Sure. But what he's doing is making himself better. He's already ahead of schedule than he was last year. Last year, he didn't even go to the OTAs or whatever the hell you call them. The pre-practice practices before practice was practice. He didn't go to them. This year, he's ready. He's more dedicated. He's working out. He wants to get his team on point. And I love it. I did it with Take Junk. Everybody else was like, oh, let's go home. We're not going to work. Everybody else was looking for a reason not to work during the big, in March and in April. And I was looking for reasons to work. Everybody else was like, oh, governor said you're not essential. I picked up that list and I looked at it and I was like, I see about 10 things on here that make me essential, that make my business essential. And I went out and I worked and I'm fine. I rolled the dice. and I'm better for it because I probably would have lost my business if I didn't do it. Tom is thinking the same thing. Up here, Tom's like, you know what? I'm 42 years old. If I don't get these practices in, I'm done. I'm a rusty old machine. I need a lot of oil. I got to get my reps in. I need to get my team better. And people are pissed. And you know why they're really pissed? Because they're not working out. Other teams in the NFL want to stop Tom Brady from working out because their guys aren't. Because they're bitch-ass Now, there's a big age gap. I want you guys to get this. Huge age gap between Tom and the rest of the league. The rest of the league are a bunch of pussy-ass millennials that, we can't work out. We can't do that. There's COVID. Tom ain't having it. Brady's getting ready. This dude's getting ready to go to war while the rest of the 30-year-old millennials and under aren't doing crap. The rest of the quarterbacks are sitting back wanting to be as good as Tom Brady, but you'll never be as good as Tom because when the pandemic comes, Tom gets out and he practices and he gets better. I think Brady's going to have a phenomenal season this year. He's already ahead of where he was last year. He's getting his guys ready, making his guys. Bro, any buck that's not out there right now working out with Tom, you're not getting the ball. You got to build a rapport with this man, and he'll feed you the ball. You work hard, he'll make you a star. That's what Tom's doing right now down in Tampa, while the rest of the league, you guys are sleeping. You're all at home, you're bitching, you're whining, you're getting fat, you're not reading your playbooks, you're like, oh, this is perfect. I get extended time off. I get extended time. I don't want to work out. That is the mentality of the 30 and under, or maybe 35 and under. The 40-year-old dudes like myself, like Tom Brady, we find reasons to work. We want to work. Bro, when we go camping, we throw the football around to get better. When we get camping, we go, this is what we do. We go camping, we do our podcast, and then we work on our next business venture, which is box spring wood. We burn wood. We take notes as to how it burned to see if it's something that people would want. Is the length of the wood good enough? Is it too long? Is it too short? Should it be cut in half even more? How should it be bagged? Spent the whole fucking day looking at the box spring wood, bro. I just got bounced off of, TikTok just bounced me, so there you go. Hold on, guys. I gotta get detail. Hold on. In the middle, apparently, I said something that's offensive to millennials because TikTok just bounced me. I'm guessing that because I said hard work and was talking about how I work when I'm not working, TikTok bounced me off. They don't appreciate hard work. All the millennials on TikTok were like, oh, we can't stand this guy. This guy cares about hard work. Hold on, let's find out why I got bounced off. I know what we were talking about. We're talking about Tom Brady and why Tom's going to be better than everybody else this season, and everybody's pissed off at him because he's working out during a pandemic in a state where a lot of people are getting COVID. But he refuses not to work because he wants to be better and he wants to win a Super Bowl, and he most likely will make it to the playoffs and do really well this year. And it's all because he's working out now, and the rest of the guys are sitting fat and they're being lazy. But hold on for a sec. Let's find out why we got kicked off of TikTok. For those of you that don't know, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 6:30, I do my podcast, Rain or Shine, Camping or Not Camping. And I do it on TikTok and I do it on Facebook. And I just got bounced from TikTok. So let's see what the details say. It says your live stream violated our community guidelines, controversial content, and this is my second violation. My live stream has been restricted for 24 hours. I have a 24-hour ban. I believe it's for using profanity. I don't think that they allow you to swear, which is a tough thing for me. And I like to do it on TikTok. I have a big following on TikTok. I have 75,000 followers on TikTok and rising. I'll probably have 100,000 by the end of next week, which stinks. I guess it is what it is. So let's shut this thing down. Got it. Great. We'll turn it off. Hold on, everybody. Boom. Bounce from the TikToks again. Anyways, back to now. Someone just said, "Well, I just blow Brady already." I listen. I want the Pats to win. I want Bill Belichick to win. That's it. I'm a huge Pats fan. I'm for the Pats. I don't want the Bucks to win. If it's Pats Bucks, I want the Pats to win. If it's Bucks anybody else, sure. I got Tom Brady's back. I'm just trying to show you guys or talk about the difference in Tom Brady and everybody else. So people are bitching saying he's setting a bad example. Tom should be the standard setter. He is the face of the league, or one of the faces of the league. He is the most winning quarterback of all time. He is, well, maybe he doesn't have the most wins. I don't know the exact number, but he's one or two. Has the most Super Bowl wins of all time. So he should set the standard, and he is. He's saying hard work all the time. Not hard work when it's convenient. Not hard work when it's sunny out and it's, 70 degrees and it's optimal time for working. Tom Brady is like Rocky. He's like, yep, all right, we're going to go to Russia and we're going to use stones and rope, and I'm going to lift stones and rope, and I don't have a treadmill. I'm going to climb mountains. Guy's out in a pandemic, getting himself better, putting life and limb at risk to be better, because that's what champions do. That's what people do. If you want to win, if you want to be the best, that's what you do. If you don't want to win and you don't want to be the best, you sit back, you make excuses like there's a pandemic and we shouldn't be out working out. And when the season starts and Tom Brady's throwing bullets and everybody's like, oh my God, whoa, the Bucs are legit. The Bucs are for real. Then they're going to look back and say, yeah, because back in March, April, May, June, Tom Brady was working out with his team, and they were getting to know Tom Brady, and they were learning the playbook and how Tom plays and how they have to read the defense and be where Tom wants them to be. You'll see how well off the Bucs are and how far along they are, because they took the time in the middle of a pandemic to get better, where everybody else sits back and looks for reasons not to work hard. Major League Baseball bitched and moaned forever because they didn't want to play. God forbid they play, which I'm pumped that they're doing a 60-game season. I hate baseball, but I think less baseball is better. I think that Major League Baseball should do a 48-game, or maybe you have to have an odd number. So 47. Do you have to have an odd number? It's 60 games, so maybe you don't. Literally 40 games a season, it'd be the best. Anyways, moving on from Tom, I think it's great that Tom is out getting better. The best time to get better at something, the best time to be the best. Hold on, this is bothering me. Gotta switch the lighting. The best time to be the best is when everybody else doesn't want to be. The best time to do push-ups is when no one's doing push-ups. The best time to run is in the rain when no one else is running. The best time to work on your business and grow another business and learn to get better is when nobody else is doing it. While everybody else is contemplating doing something, you're taking action like Tom Brady. Phenomenal, TB. I wish you nothing but the best. If you face the Pats, it's never going to happen, but it would be great for the NFL if the Pats and the Bucs actually made the Super Bowl, but I would go for the Pats. Speaking of that, the NFL, I was talking to my buddy about this the other day. I think the NFL should be able to change who you play mid-season. I can't believe that we're not going to see a Patriots-Bucs regular season game. It would be the most watched regular season game of all time. The league, they have flex schedule where they can change the time of the game. They could put it at prime time. They could bump it back up in a crappy time. Imagine if they could just decide, like right now, they could just change this. Hey, you know what? It's better for business. It's better for the NFL. It's better for our brand. We have to have Bucs Patriots. Now, Bucs Pats play next year, like not this coming season. That doesn't do any good. The mystique is gone. Right now, people still think Tom Brady is good. And if he has a bad season, no one's going to care about it. And if the Patriots have a bad season, no one's going to care about it. But imagine if the NFL kicked off on a Thursday night, Patriots, Buccaneers. Bud, it'd be like a Super Bowl type rating. Everybody in Boston would be, everybody across the world would be watching to see Belichick, Brady. Phenomenal. It's a shame that the league hasn't stepped up to set this up. They would make a lot of money. It would be super interesting and compelling TV. They should be able to do that. They should be able to take one of their because they're not in the same divisions, obviously. So they take one of their other opponents that's a non-division game, and they say, boom, Pats, Bucs, game's happening. It'd be ridiculous. All right, on from that. While we're talking football, Kansas State football players are I think this is a great way to protest. So Kansas State football players have decided that they're not going to play football, show up to practice, workouts, or anything like that unless the school kicks a kid out. So there was a kid that goes to the school, and he tweeted some crappy comments and mocking comments about what happened to George Floyd. Now, I don't know if that warrants getting kicked out or not. I ain't commenting on that at all. I don't care. I care, but I'm just saying that's not what we're talking about. What I want to talk about is the right way to protest. For example, NASCAR, I already said it. Right way to protest. They stood with Bubba, they walked with Bubba, and they stood for the national anthem. Now, things came out after that, and maybe it wasn't a noose, maybe it was a noose. I'm not debating that. All I'm debating is they stood with the man, and they were for his movement, for his protest, and they did it nice, peacefully, and they stood for the anthem. They didn't kneel during the anthem. Now these kids at Kansas State, they're doing the right thing. They're not going to burn the flag. They're not going to kneel during the national anthem. They're simply not going to play. And I think that's great. They're putting themselves in a tough spot. If I say, hey, you know what? I'm willing to forego my scholarship because if you don't play, you don't get paid, bro. Right? See you later. You're not going to show up on the field? Well, coach is going to be like, well, I'm not giving you your scholarship. And you also only get 4 years to play, 5 if you're going to be a redshirt. So they're willing to give up a year of football, possibly money to be going to the school, and accolades or whatever else comes with football. Maybe one of these guys is good enough to be in the NFL, and he's not going to play. That's a great protest. That's a peaceful way to do it. Now, I don't know if the right thing to do is to get this kid bounced out. I don't know exactly what he said. I didn't read the tweet. And it's not the point of the conversation. The point of the conversation is to show that there are peaceful ways to protest, and this is a very peaceful way and a nice way to do it. Put yourself in a position where you have something to lose, but you want to prove a point. That's a good protest. That's a good boycott. You're not disgracing the country or the flag or dissing other people or police officers. You're just simply saying, hey, I'm willing to not play football to show the school, the fans, and the coaches that we're upset about this. But I'm not willing to burn a flag. I'm not willing to not stand during the national anthem. Phenomenal. Great job at Kansas State. All right. Dude, I'm dying down here. Absolutely burning up. Last but not least, let's get to Google. So Google, I don't know if this is the app, man, is what I believe, right? Google's phone app. I don't know if you can get it on an iPhone or not. And I didn't get a chance to read where you could get it. But they're going to, basically, don't you hate when people, here's the story. People call you, businesses. They will call you, you'll get solicited business. Also, people will call for people are fucking cold calling you. That's what I'm trying to get at. Someone gives you a cold call and they're trying to get business off you, but you don't want to talk to anybody. It's like, dude, really? Or if the bank is calling you because they got to collect the debt for whatever reason, Comcast, some guy wants you to switch over. Well, Google is working on verifying businesses. You can't even call someone with the Google app if you're not a verified business. So if your business isn't verified with them, you can't call. And then if you call, this is going to be great when it comes out. Then when you call a personal phone, they actually interrupt the call and they ask why you're calling, and then they will text you and say, Bank of America is calling you because they want to talk to you about your your debt. And then you don't have to pick up the phone, bro. Or they could say, hey, I don't know, the window company is calling because they drove by your house and think that you need new windows, so they're trying to sell you windows. Or Comcast competitor is calling because they want you to go away from Comcast. They're call screening phone calls that you don't want, and I think they should do that for everything. When my phone rings and I don't know the phone number, I hate it. And I most likely won't pick up. If I don't have your phone number saved, I'm not going to pick up, dude. You're going to have to leave a message or you're going to have to text me because I ain't trying to talk. And I can tell. So, if someone's calling Take Junk, I know it's a Take Junk call. If someone's calling Home Investors, I know it's a Home Investors call. If some just random number's calling me, I'm not picking up. Ain't happening. See you later. Bye. You can leave a message. And if you're someone that I deem that's worth talking to, I'll talk to you. Otherwise, if you got to get in touch with me, best way to get in touch with me is text message. That's it. Plain and simple. And I do the same. So if I think you don't have my phone number, I'll call you. If you don't pick up, I'll be like, yo, it's Spaz. Or it's Anthony. However I think you might know me. Definitely won't say Tony. Pick up. This is why I got to talk to you. And then you know. And then you'll be like, because they do it. They're like, I didn't realize it was you. I just don't pick up the phone for random people. I think it's great. I want that for all my calls. When someone calls, I want someone to pick up and be like, why are you calling Anthony? For everybody. I mean, imagine if they did it like Kaylee's calling me, and it's like, boop, Google picks up, says, hi, who's this? Like, this is Anthony's wife. Oh, yeah? Why are you calling him? Kaylee be like, I want to fucking talk to him. That's why I'm calling him. No, sorry, Mr. Pazziali. You can't get through. You can't talk to him unless you say why you're calling. And then it might say something like, I want to buy, Saugus wings. And then I'll tell Google, I'll be like, yeah, you tell her no. And then maybe we won't get into a fight. I think something like that'd be pretty cool. She's probably listening right now. Gonna come down and smack me in the face for saying that. But how cool would that be if all your calls got pre-screened? All of them. And if you don't want to talk to somebody, Google you could just say, oh, he's busy. I had an answering service, man. I don't want to pay for it. I answer the phones myself. But I'm just talking about everybody, not just business, just everybody. Let's say my brother Mike wants to call, and Google picks up. You're like, oh, why are you calling your brother? Why, I needed to talk to him about a birthday party we're having for my daughter. But Google tells me, I'm like, yeah, tell him I'm too busy to talk right now. Peace out. I think that'd be great. Instead of having to pick up the phone and dealing with 50 million text messages. That's like another thing. Text messages that you don't know how to end. Like, bro, the conversation's over. Say what you need to say and be gone. I don't need like 50 different, that's great. So someone text message you and says, I had Saugus wings, they were bomb. I text back, yeah, they're great. They text back, best wings I've ever had. I text back, that's good. They text back, I know, awesome, right? I text back, yep, awesome. They text back, I know, dude, never had wings like this. I text back, yeah, I know, they're great. Then you go on for like 10 hours, yep, they're great. Then they text back, dude, the sauce is phenomenal. Yeah, sauce is really good. I just want to be like, bud, stop texting me. I am watching Ozark. You don't know shit about fuck. Stop it. Get what I'm saying? Text messaging should have a text limit. When you're texting somebody, get right to the point. Boom. Text them. Say, bro, had Saugus wings. You text back, they're mad good, huh? They text back, yeah? Done. Simple. Over. Gone. Out. Peace out. Can't 50 million. You go mad deep. You go back and forth. Like you're a chick and they're a chick. You just yep. Then you might even send an emoji of a fucking wing. You'd be like, yeah, wing, chicken. He'll send chicken. You'll send chicken. Then you'll hit the haha button or you'll hit the heart button. And you're like, oh man, bro, enough. Just say what you gotta say. And the worst part about it is, right? Here's the worst part. I do that all day long because I'm doing it with 50 people. When you think me and you are the only one texting, bro, I hate to break it to you. I know more people than you. I just fucking do. Sorry. Sucks, but I do. You guys have your loop of 10 people. My loop is a 500,000 people all texting me all day long. Pop. And I literally, I'm going back and forth. One guy goes, yeah, they're great. I'm like, yeah, they're awesome. Next guy's like, yeah, they're great. I'm like, yep, awesome. 10 rows down. Then I go, okay. Then I heart, laugh out loud. And I'm like, oh my God. And then a couple of yous bounce off. And I'm like, oh man, I'm almost out of the woods. And then by the time I get to the last person that just won't shut the fuck up, and I've had the TV on pause so long that the screen comes up, the screensaver, bro, I've been texting too long when the screensaver comes up. The screensaver pops up, and I'm like, Jesus, for the love of God, enough with the text message. End it. And then he pops off, and then another dude pops on. Boom, back, forth. Whew. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. It happens to you. All right. And we're going to wrap this one up. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. We'll hopefully be a little more prepared tomorrow's program. I was camping. I didn't get a chance to look at too many stories. I don't even know what's going on in the world, quite honestly. I do know one thing, that on my way home from camping, a new radio station, I don't know how long it's been around, but it's the first time I saw the ad for it. It's called Big 103. Used to be Oldies 103. Big 103. I kind of like the tunes they were playing. They were playing Metallica and Green Day, but they were also mixing it in with the little old school hip hop that I like. They had some Beastie Boys in there. They played Return of the Mac. So check it out, Big 103. I don't work there. It'd be nice if I had a job in radio, but I don't. Check it out, Big 103. I thought it played good music. If you're looking for a radio, this is in Boston, by the way. For those of you out in Texas, big following in Texas. My Texas peeps, what's up? I'm gonna have to get a cowboy hat for my Texas peeps. All right, podcast people, thank you. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 6:30. You can join the conversation on Facebook and sometimes TikTok if I didn't get kicked off like I did tonight. Or, of course, you can always just listen to the podcast right where you're listening to it. AnthonyPazziali.com or all the places that you can get a podcast. Later. Woo. All right, guys. I'm out. I'm hot. I'm tired. Camping beat me up big time. I need to get some rest. I apologize that the effort isn't the best the past two podcasts, but I am at least dedicated to being there. I am dedicated to doing this 5 nights a week. Of course, until it makes it and it starts paying and I get a following, then I can actually take time off, like legit, and be like, yeah, I'm going to take the day off. Or if it actually gets big, or when it gets big, I'll have someone sit in for me. Did you get that? Yes, I did, Brad. I got it. We're good, bro. Yep. I did. Today, when I got home, it was soaking wet. It's drying right now. Hangover, bro. Yeah, bro, I'm dying. I drank so much this weekend. I drank 2 bottles of rum to my dome, man. Like, forget it. I could barely walk. I'm like half dead right now. It takes me forever to recover. I appreciate that, Brad, though. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really do. All right, guys. I gotta take a snooze. I'll be refreshed and back at it and killing it tomorrow. Thanks. Night.